welcome to the Baseball Insider, presented by Wapner Newman, attorneys at law. Here are your hosts, Mr. Fun and Games, John Brazer, and Tommy Greene.
All right, welcome to the BCWSA Utility Services Baseball Insider Show, presented by Wapner Newman. I'm John Brazer, Director of Fun and Games, and I'm joined by my man, Tommy Greene. Tommy, how you doing, pal?
I still makes me laugh every time, Brazer.
Oh.
Fun and Games, Director of Fun and Games is
Tommy,
unbelievable.
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me? Well,
Chris, we have a technical difficulty. I can't hear Tommy.
How about now?
We got him up there. Oh my goodness, we have Tommy up on the show.
Yeah.
I can't hear you either.
Oh my God. What happened? We had everything was going so well.
Yes, it was. Are you still there, or?
Yeah, John, we can hear you.
Go ahead, John. Let me see if I can do it another way.
Oh no, now we can't hear John either.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes, you can hear it?
Yes.
Can you hear
Tommy,
me?
Speak.
I'm speaking. Oh my God. We had it working.
Chris, I can't hear Tommy. We had this all planned out.
All right, we are gonna take a break here, step aside, see if we can get things sorted out here for the Baseball Insider Show.
All right, Tommy Greene, Chris Ermer.
Hey, how you doing? Can you hear me? How about now? Can you hear me now? How about now, guys? Can you hear me now?
Nationally champion Phillies. Reliable water service doesn't happen by accident.
Can you hear
It
us?
takes ongoing investments to
Chris,
help
can you hear
deliver
me?
clean water and manage wastewater every day. BCWSA Utility Services continues to upgrade and modernize its treatment facilities to strengthen infrastructure throughout Bucks County. These improvements help ensure safe, dependable service for families, businesses, and communities. Learn more about BCWSA's investments at bcwsa.net. BCWSA Utility Services. This is Tommy Greene from the 1993 National League champion Phillies. BCWSA Utility Services wants to make sure you stay informed when it matters most. In rare situations like a water main break, boil water notice, or other service issues, BCWSA uses an emergency notification system to send alerts by phone, text, or email. But they can only reach you if your contact information is up to date. Visit bcwsa.net and click Update Your Contact Information to get started. BCWSA Utility Services.
When everything's on the line, who do you want to take the last shot?
If you've been injured, call Wapner Newman.
Go with the heavy hitters.
Lawyers with the resources and experience to fight for you.
Win with WAP.
The correct call.
Hey, WBCB listeners, it's Tommy Greene from the 1993 National League champion Phillies. Reliable water service doesn't happen by accident. It takes ongoing investments to help deliver clean water and manage wastewater every day. BCWSA Utility Services continues to upgrade and modernize its treatment facilities to strengthen infrastructure throughout Bucks County.
Can anybody hear me?
Help ensure
Yes.
safe, dependable service for
Can you hear me?
families, businesses, and communities. Learn
got
more
you.
I
about
hear you, John.
BCWSA's investments at bcwsa.net.
Can you hear me?
Yes, now I can.
BCWSA Utility
Okay.
Services.
Now I don't hear anything.
All right, go ahead, guys. Let's get started now. Baseball Insider. John Brazer, take it away.
Brazer, can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay.
All right, we're just gonna have a reset, but welcome to the BCWSA Utility Services Baseball Insider Show presented by Wapner Newman. I'm John Brazer. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Funny games. I'm joined by my co-host Tommy Greene. Tom, we got a great show today because we're going to talk about the Phillies season. It's our first Baseball Insider Show, so
Yeah.
very excited to talk about the team so far. We're going to talk about we are basically 1/3 of the way through the
Yeah.
season. We're going to talk about what we're seeing so far. We're going to talk about we have the All-Star game coming up in about a little over a month, and it went from not having any guys to now having a lot of guys. So we'll talk about that. We're going to talk about the recent week. We went 4-1. It'd be 4-2 if you count Sunday, and we'll get you set up for today's game. And we're going to try to get a guest on every week. And our guest today, I think we are basically about 10 days out from when Aaron Rowan made that spectacular catch against the Mets with Gavin Floyd on the mound, and he slammed against the wall. So we're going to have Aaron Rowan come on and relive some of the memories there. One of our favorite people, Tommy. We see him down at fantasy camp
Yeah.
all the time, which is pretty cool.
There's never a dull moment with Aaron. It's
That
always
is
a good
correct.
time.
Aaron is a good time. Zeph. So we'll do that, and again, talk about the Philly season. So let's talk about the Philly season. Again,
Yeah.
This is our first show, and now we've got 2 months. We've got a pretty good idea of what we're looking at here. And in the very beginning, as it was a really tough season.
Yeah.
Just nothing was clicking. We weren't hitting. We weren't pitching. You had Zach Wheeler that was on the mend, and we Taiwan Walker ran out there and he just completely ran out of gas before he
Yeah.
got DFA'd. Andrew Painter is, still coming off Tommy John, and he's a rookie. He's trying to learn, get his feet under him. But just even the offense was just not clicking. We seem to be, making strides, especially the one guy, Tommy, that I hope this guy keeps doing this because I want to see him in Philadelphia for the All-Star
Yeah.
game. But Brandon Marsh. I mean,
Yes.
talk about Brandon Marsh. He just hit his first home run off a guy the other day. First time in 4 years he hit a home run off a lefty.
Yeah.
He's batting cleanup today. He's he's leading the league in batting average, which is
Yeah.
crazy, right?
Well, I mean, Brazier, we've talked about this in the past. People was asked me questions about it, and I said, sometimes you have to let a guy play. You have to leave him in there to face these guys. It's the only way he's going to get better. Just because he struggled a little bit off the bat against them in the beginning of his career, and it doesn't mean he can't make an adjustment. Hopefully, make an adjustment to do it. It looks like he's doing that. He's gotten hot. We need him in the lineup because he's getting on base. He's got the batting average. He's doing things and making it kind of go around a little bit. We got to play the hot hand, and I could see why they moved him up back and forth. Because he's putting the ball in play and got a chance to drive in some runs. Now, key to it is getting on the base in front of it.
Right.
I mean, that's sort of been a problem throughout the first part of the season. We haven't necessarily done that. I'm not sure what quite sure what our average run per game production is, but I've known for a long time we were scoring under 3 runs a game here for the past 3 weeks. Close to it. And that's, and for the most part, we've won the week every week. So that's a credit to the team, maybe get the timely hit, and also the pitching staff has kept us right there. And that's the key to it. You got to give kudos to those guys.
Well, you're exactly right, because if you look at some of our team stats, it seems, and this has been kind of a common refrain for the last 4 or 5 years, but if we're not hitting home runs, then we're in trouble. Right now, if you look at, I'll just run through some of the stats. For batting average, team batting average, we are 29th out of 30. We have a 227 average. And those averages are down across baseball.
Yeah.
It used to be where if the median batting average probably was like a 265, 270. Now that's going down overall in baseball. But the only team that's worse batting average than the Phillies is San Diego Padres, who we just swept.
Yeah.
But again, we are 29th out of 30 for batting average. Not good. We are 26 out of 30 in runs scored. Not good. We're 24th in RBIs. We're 25th in walks. We're not taking walks. We're 28th in on base percentage. Again, you got to get on base, whether you walks or hits. And obviously, if you have a low average and you're not walking, that's not good. And we're 28th in OPS. Now we're 18th in slugging percentage, so we're a little bit median there, but that's only because we're 8th in home runs.
Yeah.
And we are middle of the pack in strikeouts, so not good, not great. So that tells you right there. And we just went on a long streak where, let me see if I can get this stat, that we broke a streak of 14 straight games with either one or no hits with runners in scoring position. The longest ever is 15 by the Padres in 2021. So think about that. We went 14 straight games recently where we either had one or no hits with runners in scoring position. So
Yeah.
not only not getting the hits, we're not getting them in when they're needed.
We're not making contact. We're
Right.
striking out a ton. But we bottom line, to be where we're at right now, is I think is a blessing, because we're in the wild card race, and that's what they got to hope. And hopefully those guys will wake up, because we do have the talent. We've seen it before. We've seen it happen. It's just the first 2 months of the season has been on the lull side for the offensive sides. It can get better. Over the past few games, we've started scoring some more runs, but it's got to be something that we consistently do better. It's doing the little things, getting runners in when we have the opportunity, runners in scoring position. We have to come up with a big hit or a big walk, or, do the little things that make this stuff happen. Everybody, they can do all the analytics they want and talk about launch angles and home runs and power and all that stuff. Power's not going to do you a daggone bit of good if you don't make contact to do it, to hit the baseball.
Well,
So,
and you look at the lineup today, Tommy, and it's, Schwarber's hitting 241. You expect kind of Schwarber to have a low average since he leads the league in home runs. But Turner's hitting 226. I mean, that just can't happen with your
that's a disappointment.
hitter.
That's a disappointment. And I know he's disappointed in it, because he knows he's better than that.
And he will
he led the league in average last year, right? So I mean,
he won the batting title.
Yeah.
But
so
then you look
at,
Harper's having a good year, 14 home runs, 260, which you'd probably expect. Marsh, as we mentioned, is beyond what we expected.
Yes.
But then you look at, the real problem now. They're getting a little better. They're showing life, especially Bohm had a home run yesterday. But Bohm is hitting 218. Stott's hitting 216. Garcia's hitting 203. Crawford's hitting 229. And Marchand, who's not normally in the lineup, is hitting 094. So, when you're looking at that, again, you're 4 of those guys are in the regular lineup, and they're hitting below 230. They're all hitting below 230, which is again, you need to make contact, as you said. And if you're not doing that, then take some walks. I do like Friday night when we did manufacture some runs. I mean, Schwarber had the hustle play at third, who ended up getting the winning run on Sosa's sac fly. So we showed some aggressiveness, good base running by Schwarber. But you're right. We got to put it all together.
Yeah. I mean, we got one guy really for the last 15 days. I'm looking at some stats right here, right now. And it's pretty telling that we know Marsh has been the consistent guy. He's been the guy. He's hot. He's hit 405 in the last 15 days. The next guy, it says it's hit the average wise, it's hit well, is Kyle Schwarber. He's 326 in the last 15 days. So he's, doing what he does pretty well. He's hit 3 home runs in 2 weeks, but he's got more hits, so to speak. And
Schwarber also had a costly foul ball. Did you see that? He hit a foul ball that the one guy went to catch it, and it went through his hands. And I think the gentleman next to him had a beer and food, and it hit that and exploded out of his hand.
Classic.
And everyone's face was like, what's going on here? Come on, man, you got to catch that ball.
But what I was trying to get to like that, those two guys are the only guys, one's hitting 326, the other one 405, but the next one down is Alec Bohm, and he's hitting 217, and the rest of everybody out after that is basically at the Mendoza line, to Turner, and then the rest of them's below. hitting one something. I mean, that's your issue. There's no medium somewhere. There's no 250, 240, 260. Somewhere for that for that range, and that's where we need to be at. For the standard of winning ball games, because it's. I mean, the pitchers are going to try to go out there and do their job. They're not. We don't worry about hitting. We don't worry about runs scored. We're worried about not allowing or making mistakes that could have big innings and stuff like that. You're going to give up runs, but it's all about giving up the single run, not the crooked letter number of runs during the inning. So it's I think it can. I think, me personally, it can only get better. Because I think we're a better team than that as far as offenses are concerned. But we have to make sure if we're doing this type of baseball right now, we have to catch the ball, not make the defensive mistakes, and we have to keep pitching like we are to keep us right where we're at. Because we have over the past couple of weeks. We've been 4-2 for the past 2 weeks. For the week, we've won the week both weeks.
Well, we talked to the offense. When we come back, let's talk pitching, because there are a lot of positives coming out of that. But first, winners win. Wapner Newman has been winning for families throughout Philadelphia area and New Jersey since 1978. You need a winner? Call Wapner Newman 215-569-0900 or visit wapnernewman.com. All right, Tommy, as I mentioned, coming up in the show, let's talk about the positive side, because the pitching has been a lot of positive there. And we'll talk obviously about the big week for Christopher Sanchez, the streak that was ended. But man, kudos to Christopher Sanchez. I want to talk about his progression, because it's been remarkable. One of the truly great stories of in Philadelphia sports, certainly with Christopher Sanchez. Talk about that when we come back. You're listening to BCWSA Utility Services Baseball Insider Show, presented by Wapner Newman.
This is Tommy Greene from the 1993 National League champion Phillies. BCWSA Utility Services wants to make sure you stay informed when it matters most. In rare situations like a water main break, boil water notice, or other service issues, BCWSA uses an emergency notification system to send alerts by phone, text, or email. But they can only reach you if your contact information is up to date. Visit bcwsa.net and click Update Your Contact Information to get started. BCWSA Utility Services.
When everything's on the line, who do you want to take the last shot?
If you've been injured, call Wapner Newman.
Go with the heavy hitters.
Lawyers with the resources and experience to fight for you.
Win with WAP.
The correct call.
You're sitting at a red light. Your phone buzzes. Direct deposit hit. You imagine what a little extra could do. Groceries covered. Weekend trip booked. Starting that someday fund. At Penn Community Bank, we know growth can look different, whether it's big plans or just a little breathing room. Right now, open a qualifying checking account with direct deposit and earn a $400 bonus. Learn more at PennCommunityBank.com/400bonus. Offer terms and conditions apply. Limited time offer subject to change. Ask for full details. Member FDIC.
Hey, WBCB listeners, it's Tommy Greene from the 1993 National League champion Phillies. Reliable water service doesn't happen by accident. It takes ongoing investments to help deliver clean water and manage wastewater every day. BCWSA Utility Services continues to upgrade and modernize its treatment facilities to strengthen infrastructure throughout Bucks County. These improvements help ensure safe, dependable service for families, businesses, and communities. Learn more about BCWSA's investments at bcwsa.net. BCWSA Utility Services.
Now back to the Baseball Insider Show, presented by Wapner Newman, attorneys at law. Here are your hosts, John Brazer and Tommy Greene.
All right, we are back to the BCWSA Utility Services Baseball Insider Show, presented by Wapner Newman. I'm John Brazer, joined by my co-host Tommy Greene. He of the no-hitter in Montreal in 1991. Tommy, that was what? That was like 2 weeks ago, the anniversary?
Yeah, May 23rd. Yeah, it makes me feel old. 35 years is 35 years.
Tommy, I'm having, for some reason, I can't.
I don't know why. How about now? So, We're going through some difficulties, guys.
Chris, you might want to go to break. I can't hear either of you guys.
I can hear you, but I can't. Yeah.
All right, we will hit a break and be right back here to our Baseball Insider Show in just a moment.
Chris, are you there?
Phillies.
Now
Reliable water service doesn't happen by accident.
Can you hear me,
that?
Brace?
Ongoing investments
Can you hear
to
me,
help
Brace?
deliver clean water and manage wastewater every day. BCWSA Utility Services continues to upgrade and modernize its treatment facilities to strengthen infrastructure throughout Bucks County. These improvements help ensure safe, dependable service for families, businesses, and communities. Learn more about BCWSA's investments at bcwsa.net. BCWSA Utility Services.
Brace, can you hear me?
You're sitting at a red light. Your phone buzzes. Direct deposit hit. You imagine what a little extra could do. Groceries covered. Weekend trip booked. Starting that someday fund. At Penn Community Bank, we know growth can look different, whether it's big plans or just a little breathing room. Right now, open a qualifying checking account with direct deposit and earn a $400 bonus. Learn more at PennCommunityBank.com/400bonus. Offer terms and conditions apply.
Hey,
Limited
can you
time
hear me?
offer subject to change. Ask for full details. Member FDIC.
Can you hear me now?
All right, Tommy?
I hear you. Can you hear me?
Can't hear.
You got me, Tommy?
Yeah, I got you, but you can't hear me.
Is your micro? We hear you, John. So I'm sure your microphone is up. All right, hold on a second. Let's do this again here. We'll try to rectify things.
You're sitting at a red light. Your phone buzzes. Direct deposit hit. You imagine what a little extra could do. Groceries covered. Weekend trip booked. Starting that someday fund. At Penn Community Bank, we know growth can look different, whether it's big plans or just a little breathing room. Right now, open a qualifying checking account with direct deposit and earn a $400 bonus. Learn more at PennCommunityBank.com/400bonus. Offer terms and conditions apply. Limited time offer subject to change. Ask for full details. Member FDIC.
When everything's on the line, who do you want to take the last shot?
If you've been injured, call Wapner Newman.
Go with the heavy hitters.
Lawyers with the resources and experience to fight for you.
Win with WAP.
The correct call.
I'm fucking playing.
Hey.
Hey,
When everything's on the line, who do you want to take the last shot?
If you've been injured, call Wapner Newman.
Yeah.
Go with the heavy hitters.
Lawyers with the resources and experience to fight for
I can
you.
hear
Win
you.
with WAP.
The correct call.
When everything's on the line, who do you want to take the last shot?
If you've been injured, call Wapner Newman.
Go with the heavy hitters.
Lawyers with the resources and experience to fight for you.
Win with WAP.
The correct call.
Okay.
Hey, guys, can you hear me?
This is Tommy Greene from the 1993 National League champion Phillies. BCWSA Utility Services wants to make sure you stay informed when it matters most. In rare situations like a water main break, boil water notice, or other service issues, BCWSA uses an emergency notification system to send alerts by phone, text, or email. But they can only reach you if your contact information is up to date. Visit bcwsa.net and click
I can hear you now.
Update your contact information to get started. BCWSA Utility Services.
All right, let's get back to it here for the Baseball Insider Show.
All right, we are back to BCWSA Utility Services Baseball Insider Show presented by Wapner Newman. I'm John Brazer again. Apologize for the technical difficulties. Joined my co-host Tommy Greene, and not sure what happened, but Tommy, we were talking about the negativity of the hitting, but let's talk about the positive of the pitching because, first of all, Zach Wheeler, since he's come back, you would rarely know that he had such a major injury and he's going to come back and be as dominant as he's been. I mean, how impressive has that been, especially from a former pitcher?
Well, I mean, hopefully you're hearing me okay now. To see Wheeler go through what he's had to go through and come back and throw the baseball like he has, having surgery on the shoulder, because the shoulder is a different beast than the elbow. But to see him come back and have the same type of command.
Tommy, I can't hear a thing you're saying, unfortunately.
Okay. I'm sorry about that. Everything's on my end. Looks pretty good.
Yeah,
Now I hear you, Chris.
I switched and
I
went on
can't
my
hear Tommy.
computer. You there?
you can hear me.
I can hear you.
Yes.
I can't hear Tommy.
I hear you. How about now?
Do you hear Tommy now? He turned up his microphone.
Now I can't hear you, Chris.
Now you can't hear me.
I'm on my computer now.
And Tommy, do you hear me?
Yes.
All right, this is getting absurd.
I switched from my phone to my computer, and I'm still having trouble. Y'all hear me?
Yeah, I got you loud and clear. It's John hearing everybody, which is the issue.
Yeah, I switched from my phone to the computer just to make sure that was it. Yeah.
Okay. You're good, Tommy. So
Okay. I'm gonna have to do it from the computer from now on then. But
John needs to re-up here or something, and because there's nothing that I don't know how to rectify. I think everything's working properly. Like as far as you hearing me.
Tell him to sign out and then sign back in and see if that works.
Yeah.
You close it and go back in. That's what I did.
All right. Well, we are going to close up shop here and open in just a little bit, and we'll see here. We got more insiders coming up.
Hey, WBCB listeners, it's Tommy Greene.
I can hear this now. I can hear the commercial.
Champion Phillies.
I hear
Reliable
you.
water service doesn't happen by accident.
Hear me.
It takes ongoing
Hey, John,
investments
you
to
gotta
help
come back
deliver
out.
clean
Come
water
back in
and
again.
manage wastewater
Chris.
every day. BCWSA Utility
Yes.
Services continues to upgrade and modernize its treatment facilities to strengthen infrastructure
Hey.
throughout Bucks County. These improvements help ensure safe, dependable service for families, businesses, and communities. Learn more about BCWSA's investments at bcwsa.net. BCWSA Utility Services.
Chris.
Yes, John. We can hear you fine.
Are you there, John?
When everything's on the line, who do you want to take the last shot?
If you've been injured, call Wapner Newman.
Go with the heavy hitters.
Lawyers with the resources and experience to fight for you.
Win with WAP.
The correct call.
No. I don't
You're
see
sitting
it.
at a red light. Your phone buzzes. Direct deposit hit. You imagine what a little extra could do. Groceries covered. Weekend trip booked. Starting that someday fund. At Penn Community Bank, we know growth can look different, whether it's big plans or just a little breathing room. Right now, open a qualifying checking account with direct deposit and earn a $400 bonus. Learn more at PennCommunityBank.com/400bonus. Offer terms and conditions apply. Limited time offer subject to change. Ask for full details. Member FDIC.
When everything's on the line, who do you want to take the last shot?
If you've been injured, call Wapner Newman.
Go with the heavy hitters.
Lawyers with the resources and experience to fight for you.
Win with.
Hey, John, you got us?
I can hear you. I can't hear Tommy. It's if Tommy's
How
on.
about, can you hear me?
I can hear you now, Tommy.
Okay,
Okay.
let's get back to it.
All right. So we are back. I apologize for technical difficulties. Tommy, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Now I was hearing you. Now I can't hear you.
I don't know what to do. I haven't touched anything.
You just went dark again.
Now, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me, John? No?
Nope. Chris, maybe you and Tommy do the show because I can't hear anything.
Yeah.
Chris, did he go in and out?
Yes. All right. I don't know. We're
Let him
hoping
try-
to be
let him
joined by
try
Aaron
again.
Rowan here in a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe John can leave the chat and come back in again, and hopefully we'll be able to have him as part of our Baseball Insider show. It really is his show, so we are going to hopefully carry on here and keep things going. I know John has just gotten back on, so let's see if
Now
we
I
can
can
add
hear
him.
you, so let's see how long this goes. Tommy?
Yes.
Okay, now I can hear you.
We'll go.
I don't know what happened, but I need a technical advisor here because something keeps doing this. So anyway, we're going to talk about the pitching because I was mentioning that Zach Wheeler hasn't missed a beat since he's come back, and that's a pretty serious injury to come back from. So that's great. Obviously, Nola had a good outing his last time out, which is good to see. Gave up a home run, but it kept everyone in the game, got the win. But the real talk is Sanchez, who has. Tommy, have you ever seen somebody that we traded him to we got him from Tampa for Curtis Mead. Curtis Mead played well for Tampa, and a lot of people are saying we got this journeyman pitcher for a guy that a prospect that is in the starting lineup for Tampa, and here's this guy who's we had on Joe Kerrigan on the bull session, and Joe Kerrigan's when he was with Montreal saw a basically a young Randy Johnson who is tall, lefty, didn't have a lot of control. And then look what happened to Randy Johnson. Well, this is kind of similar in the sense that here's a guy that wasn't filled out, had different arm slots, had unbelievable stuff. And then somehow it just all clicked. He got a little bigger. His command became unbelievable. His changeup just became, wipeout pitch. Might be the best pitch, in all of baseball, other than maybe was that Mezarowski's fastball. But I mean, I was talking to Bo. I said, if the catcher told the hitter, "Hey, Sanchez is throwing a changeup right here," they still couldn't hit it. And he keeps the ball low. His command is unbelievable, and the fact that he's doing what he's doing. And then obviously the other night, I know we have a tape, but it's a shame because it happened so quick. He got the two outs, I think, and then a single, then a double, and boom. But right there, he became, Hershiser. It's an incredible streak, 59 innings in 1988. And Don Drysdale had 58 in 1968. Walter Johnson had 55.2 in 1913. Jack Coombs had 53 in 1910. And then Sanchez streak ended at 50.2. But it's the record for left-handers, and it's amazing. And Chris, I think we have the audio of the ovation he got, and I love the smile he had on his face. When the streak ended.
Left side, there's a base hit to left field. Marsh gets
Let's see if we can go to that audio.
Third, heading for home is France. The throw to the plate is not in time, and the Padres.
There's a picture of Christopher Sanchez.
And Christopher Sanchez is finally allowed to run after 50 2/3.
And I'll just keep going through until we get the audio. I mean, Tommy, I don't think I've ever seen somebody that, who's just immersed. Like right now, he probably will start the All-Star game for the National League. I mean, he's become almost the most dominant.
No question about that, Braze. It's to see what he's done and where he's came from when he came over from the Rays to us as a really hard throwing left-hander, and I think the niche on it was the command was off. I think, and that was what was hurting him. That's sort of what Painter's going through right now. I know with Sanchez, what he was able to do it wasn't throw 98, 99. He was okay throwing 95, 96, 97. He backed off a little bit and his command started going good. And then the changeup, when he got command of that, when that changeup, when they added that in with us, that's when he took off, because his niche is, he's going to give up some hits. He gives up some hits, but he doesn't really walk. He doesn't walk guys, and he tends to get the ground ball. When you do that, you get double plays. You erase a lot of things. That's what he does. And he attacks the zone, and he's
Keeps
not
everything low.
there trying to strike people out. He wants you to make contact for the most part, but you're gonna make contact on his pitch, like his location. So that's the old theory. That's Greg Maddux, Tom Glavine. They wanted that. But you saw them. They never were really down the middle of the plate ever. You know, so you hit balls where they dictated a little bit more. Their command of the strike zone was awesome, and that's what Sanchez does very well. For as hard as he does throw, to mix in that changeup, he could tell it's coming. He's got a legit Bugs Bunny changeup. You see in the cartoon.
Larry Bowe was saying that his arm slot is exactly the same spot for the fastball as it is for the changeup. So they don't know what's coming, and he keeps everything low. All right, Tom, we got our special guest, so let's go to break. When we come back, we're going to talk about
Let's
to Aaron.
go right to him if we
What's
have
that?
him. Let's try to go right to him if we have
Let's
him.
go right to him so we don't lose him.
Actually, we'll go right to him then. Let's bring on Aaron Rowan.
And everything.
One of our all-time favorite players. We stay in touch and we see him in fantasy camp.
Hey.
Aaron, what's up, buddy?
What's up, guys?
How you doing, bro?
Love you, big guy.
Hey, love you too, pal.
Hey, Aaron, we were talking about how we Tommy, what was the date for when you threw the no-hitter against Montreal?
5/23/91, 35 years ago.
All right, so we're not too long ago. And then, Aaron, what was the date when you made the infamous catch against the wall against the Mets?
Don't know.
You don't know the date? That's great. So I think it was I remember because I saw it all on social media.
It was
I think it was about
2006. I know the year. It was 2006.
And obviously, why don't just walk back through for the listeners out there. Walk through. I remember you were telling me that Gavin Floyd was on the mound. It was against the Mets, and even though it was May, it was still a big series. And well, you tell it. So you were saying that Gavin had a tendency, if he got through that one bad inning, he doesn't have a bad inning, then he just rolls, right?
Yeah, I mean, I remember going into spring training that year, and it was like, hey, this is like our number one draft pick, like our guy that's going to be our guy, right? And he had a great spring. I think he started in Double-A, maybe went to Triple-A. He was going to come up, and then he got called up, and we needed him. And God knows his stuff was amazing. And I mean, fastball, curveball, slider change, threw everything for a strike. Amazing. And he got called up, and his first start, he went out there for the first, like, maybe 5 or 6 of his first starts, whatever. He would have one inning where he didn't throw strikes or he gave up a big number. But other than that, man, he was like dialed in, and it was zeros. And so we were playing the Mets, and he was starting that day, but he was relatively young, and he didn't like sitting in the clubhouse like most starters do. He liked being out there with the guys during batting practice and like just being around. And so that day, it just happened to be he was out there, and he's standing out there in center field next to me, and he goes, you know what? I just can't.
I'm not hearing you guys for some reason.
What's that? You can't hear me?
We've been having some technical difficulties. Go ahead and finish talking.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you, John.
I can hear you. I can't hear me? Tommy, or I can't hear Aaron.
Nope.
I can hear Aaron.
We got you loud and clear, Aaron.
Okay, good. Well, then I know it's not my shit.
Why don't you and Tommy talk, and I'll go to break.
You
guys
he
go
came
until you
out
go to break.
to center. He said, I can't steer clear of these big innings.
Yeah.
And I told him, I said, whenever you end up in those innings, I watch you like go through your windup, and it's kind of robotic.
Yeah.
I go, but every other time, like, you are ready to roll. I said, when you see those moments, you need to recognize that and get back to it. And he goes, yeah, I know. I said, well, I got to get back to it. And he goes, well, then I know it's not my shit.
Yeah.
I go, but every other time, like, you are ready to roll. I said, when you see those moments, you need to recognize that and get back to it.
Yeah.
And so it was always one big inning. And if we got past that one big inning, we knew he was going to be good. And he, against the Mets, he struck out the first two guys. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 2 outs, nobody on. Then he walked, the bases loaded. And I remember thinking to myself, this is his big inning. If we can get past this,
Yeah.
we're going to win this game against the Mets, which everybody knows as a Phillies fan is a big deal.
Oh, yeah.
And so we end up with the bases loaded, 2 outs, and Nady hits that ball, and I put my head down and ran. I said, if I catch this, we're going to win the game because he's going to roll zeros after this.
Yeah.
As it turns out, I caught it. I went to the hospital. He rolled zeros, and we won 2-0.
And then, Aaron, we did the old media tour after that because he became a cult hero in Philadelphia.
Well, you're the one that told me. I had no idea what you were talking about, but you're the one that told me outside the media room.
Well, I'm telling you, like, I've never seen, I was in baseball 33 years. I've never seen somebody that left such an indelible mark on the Philadelphia fans. I think it's also your attitude, Aaron. You're kind of a football player. This is a football town. It's a baseball town too. And obviously a big sports town with hockey and basketball, but I think they see you as kind of an Eagles player playing baseball. You had that football mentality, when it came to baseball, and they loved it.
I played the game that way. Like, I wanted to kill you.
Yeah.
I wanted to break up double plays. I wanted to take the catcher out. I wanted to kill people.
Hey,
I wanted to make plays for my teammates. I wanted to win games. I wanted to be a champion in that city for the fans that came out there that like rooted us on every damn day, man. Like, it was, Philadelphia is a different culture and people don't understand. I didn't understand. I mean, I thought Chicago was like a big thing.
Yeah.
And when I got to Philly, and John, you're the one that told me. You're like, this is a different thing. And when I got there, I finally realized it. And it meant a lot to me. Like, if I'm not doing enough that these fans are going to get on me, then I need to do more. Like, I need to do what it takes to be okay in the realm of these fans that are so passionate about what they love. And
Right.
It meant a lot to me. Literally, it did. And I got to say, and I'm not trying to like stroke your ego or anything, but I got to say, you had a lot to do that. You had a lot to do with that for me to make me understand who the Philly fan really was, because I didn't understand it when I got there. You helped me do that. And then, through the whole broken face thing, you were the one that said, do you realize what you just said? I'm like, I have no idea what you mean.
Yeah.
And you're the one that actually told me.
Yeah.
And when we left the room, you're the one that told me. And I went, well, I know Ricky Waters. I had no idea about that. I just answered the damn question.
Yeah. It just, it took in a totally different context. You obviously in a positive way.
Well,
So
I can tell you, Aaron, nobody plays the game.
I had no idea.
The way you play the game, is definitely the Philadelphia fans.
Are we out again?
Or can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay.
Okay, good.
The Philadelphia fans.
You were always a big part
like the guy. Yeah, you're the guy
of me understanding what the Philly the fan base was about. You made me understand.
Yeah.
And then I took that on over my time and understood what it was to be a Philadelphia Philly and what they expected and what I'm supposed to do. I mean, it wasn't anything different than the way that I played the game anyway, but it was, I will run through a wall for these people and for my guy on the mound and for my teammates, because I mean, that's the way that I played anyway. But it was really great to be able to play in a city of fans who really appreciated the fact that I was willing to give up everything to win a game.
Yep, totally. And then Aaron, talk about what it's like with playing for Charlie Manuel. I know you had a special relationship with Charlie, so talk about that.
Well, I look at Charlie as a surrogate father, the one that I didn't have, and don't get me all emotional, but that man changed my life, changed my career, made me think about things in a different way, and I love him dearly. He will always be a father figure to me.
Yeah.
He made me a better baseball player, and he made me a better person.
Yeah, and what's so amazing, Aaron, about that is that you bought in when you met him, and he had that. It was a part of your life. You bought into it.
I love him dearly.
Yeah, and he's that type of infectious guy, being a baseball guy. That he loves to talk hitting. You love to talk hitting. I can see your passion about it every time we get together.
I can't hear anything.
Oh, I'm sorry about that, but Brazer, you all can. But for everybody else, that's the type of
now I can.
That's the type of man he is.
Now, Aaron, Tommy's just talking about how you and Charlie just, he loved hitting, and he loved guys that just talk baseball all the time, like yourself.
Yeah, no, he. I was always the first guy in the clubhouse, and I was always the last one to go. We used to have this joke when I would come in the clubhouse because you open the door and then it would slam shut. And I would run into his office because as soon as the door slammed, he'd be like, F you, Rose, like he knew it was me. So I used to swing it open, and then I'd run into his office and I'd be like, F you, Chuck, before the door shut. And it was an ongoing joke, And then at the end of the night, after every game, I would be sitting in front of my locker after everybody left, and he'd stick his head out of his office. He'd go, come here, I need to talk to you. And I'd go sit in his office and just let him vent.
Yeah.
And that was what that started our relationship. And literally, I look at him as a father figure. When he got sick, Debbie Nacito called me and said that he's not doing good. And I jumped on a plane and I flew from Vegas to Philly to go be there in the hospital with him overnight.
I remember that.
He is my guy. He will always be. I love him.
He's, Aaron too. He's the best in the sense that, a lot of the fans thought he was kind of like, good old Charlie Manuel, right? But as you mentioned earlier, he was tough, man. He could get in your face. He could intimidate you. He was not, he is the nicest guy in the world, greatest guy, but he also had a mean streak that people didn't see. And he's also one of the funniest guys you'll ever meet. He was on, I don't know if you ever heard this story. He was on an elevator in San Francisco. A couple of the coaches are on there, and Tony Bennett was on the elevator, right? And Charlie's in his street clothes, he's not in obviously his uniform, and everything's quiet, and they know it's Tony Bennett on the elevator, and Charlie says, "Hey, Tony Bennett," and Tony Bennett looks over who's this guy? He goes, and Charlie says, "Hey, can you sing something?" He goes, "Can you sing something?" Tony Bennett's looking at him like, "Who's this guy? I got to sing what?" Needless to say, he did not sing. So,
but he's you're right. He could scare you. He could scare you, literally, stern. And then he's the funniest guy in the world.
Right.
Like in 2 seconds. And he used to tell me all the time, I'll never forget, like during batting practice. Like I'd hit like 5 line drives during batting practice, and he'd go, "Hey, Rolls, you'll be all right in about 5 years." I'm like, I just laid out like 5 line drives and a couple home runs, and he's like, "You'll be all right in about 5 years." I mean, the guy he's one of the funniest people in the world, but he will scare you shitless in the blink of a hat because you have the respect for him of what he's done and what he's accomplished in his career, and like the love and respect that you have for the man changes everything about the perception about who he is. And like, I think reporters got it wrong. Like they thought he was this like this country bumpkin that was just gonna like get rolled on. Not happening.
No.
Ask Howard Eskin.
Nope.
Exactly right.
No.
And Charlie's a big boy too. You know?
Yes, he is.
Big man.
Big boy.
And how about the time at fantasy camp where I had asked him the day before? I said, "Hey, Charlie, you spent 4 years in Japan. Did you retain any Can you talk Japanese? If you read a Japanese paper, could you understand what they're trying to say?" And he's like, "No, I was there, and a couple words here and there." And then 2 days later, we have the bull session where you can ask any big banquet room. You can ask any of the legends like yourselves, any question. And someone said, "Hey, Charlie, you played in Japan, and I understand that for all the Americans, they would have like their own song for you. Do you remember your song?" So I remember he stood up and he sang in Japanese for a minute, and you could hear a pin drop because we were all in shock that Charlie is singing in Japanese for a full minute. Right? That was what nobody filmed it because everybody was just like dumbfounded. The fact that Charlie's
awesome.
doing this. It was one of the greatest moments I think I've ever been a part of.
You know what? He didn't understand a word of it, but he knows what the song is.
Yeah.
You know what? I know he knows. The only thing he knows in Japanese is "arigashimaste." That's it.
What does that mean?
It means thank you very much.
Okay. Well, he also knows Okinawa, whatever his red devil.
Red Dragon Devil.
Right, Red Dragon Devil. All right. Well, Aaron, I can't thank you enough for coming on with us. Really fun time. Wish we could have you on longer, but hopefully we'll stay in touch. And maybe the three of us, me, you, and Tommy, do that Belize vacation one of these days.
Yeah, that might happen. Did you say? I hope we keep in touch.
Well, we are going to stay in touch, but I hope
I'm going to say shortly.
I hope we see each other. Yes, I hope we see each other. See each other sooner than later.
Are you talking with your hands now?
Sooner than later. Exactly.
Yeah, I love you. Hey, Tommy, I love you, brother.
Love you too, pal.
Hey, and yes, we will go to Belize soon.
Yes, sir.
And then we're gonna have a party in in the suite, right?
You don't even want to talk about that. I know.
All right, Aaron. Thanks, brother. Really appreciate it.
You got it.
All right. That was Aaron Rowan. And coming up on the show, Tommy, let's talk. We'll get you set up for today's game. We'll get you the lineup, and we'll talk some more stats about baseball. We can't forget about a guy who's was fielding a home run ball. Well, actually fielding a regular ball, and it went off his head, a la Jose Canseco, for a home run. So we'll talk about all that. You're listening to Baseball Insider Show, the BCWSA Utility Services Baseball Insider Show, presented by Wapner Newman.
You're sitting at a red light. Your phone buzzes. Direct deposit hit. You imagine what a little extra could do. Groceries covered. Weekend trip booked. Starting that someday fund. At Penn Community Bank, we know growth can look different, whether it's big plans or just a little breathing room. Right now, open a qualifying checking account with direct deposit and earn a $400 bonus. Learn more at PennCommunityBank.com/400bonus. Offer terms and conditions apply. Limited time offer subject to change. Ask for full details. Member FDIC.
Yeah.
When everything's on the line, who do you want to take the last shot?
If you've been injured, call Wapner Newman.
Go with the heavy hitters.
Lawyers with the resources and experience to fight for you.
Win with WAP.
The correct call.
This is Tommy Greene from the 1993 National League champion Phillies. BCWSA Utility Services wants to make sure you stay informed when it matters most. In rare situations like a water main break, boil water notice, or other service issues, BCWSA uses an emergency notification system to send alerts by phone, text, or email. But they can only reach you if your contact information is up to date. Visit bcwsa.net and click Update Your Contact Information to get started. BCWSA Utility Services.
All right, fellas, let's try this again. Baseball Insiders back here on the Terry.
I can't hear anything now. Chris, I can't hear anything. If you can. Chris?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, we got you, Tommy.
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. Baseball Insiders here on WBCB. I think John's going to have to rejoin the chat here.
Yeah. As we can figure this out. But me and you can talk until he comes back on, Chris.
I can hear now. Now I had to log off, so
okay.
We'll get this straightened out for the next show. But we are back to the BCWSA Baseball Insider Show presented by Wapner Newman. And just going back to Sanchez, Tommy. Pitching leaders of the American League, or the whole Major League. He is 5th in wins. He is 1st in ERA with a 1.46. He is 2nd in strikeouts with 103, and he's 1st in quality starts with 10. So that's pretty amazing.
Well, I mean, there's no question about that. No question about that. Yeah, it's well deserved, and the consistency that he's shown so far in this part of the season is every pitcher's dream, and is to go out there and throw the ball the way he's throwing it consistency wise. So I think kudos to him in the first half he's having, and I look forward to seeing him pitch every time he goes out there. So it's a pleasure to watch him. Yeah. All
right. Well, here's the lineup today. Kyle Schwarber is leading off, DHing. Trey Turner's hitting 2nd. Bryce Harper hitting 3rd, playing first base. Brandon Marsh hopefully can continue his hot streak, batting the cleanup spot, playing left field. Batting 5th is Alec Boehm. Batting 6th is Bryson Stott, playing second base. Garcia is batting 7th, playing right field. Justin Crawford, center field. And then in batting the 9 hole is Rafael Marchand. And then Nola is on the mound. Hopefully Nola can continue his start from like he did previously.
Yes. He had a good start last time, Brace.
He did. And we're facing a lefty who's only had 2.2 innings pitched, but he's got a 20.25 ERA, and it's Tyler Gilbert, who pitched for us in 2024. But again, it's a short stint, and we've had trouble against lefties. Let's hope we can kind of turn that around because the White Sox are actually, we are due, and the White Sox are 34-30. They're better than we all thought. They got rid of Louis Robert, who went to the Mets, and they have a lot of no-name guys, but they had a guy who hit his first home run, Gonzalez, against Phillies, the other day. So it'll be interesting. This is the time we need to start beating up on these guys, because after today we play against the Blue Jays on the road. Now they've been a little disappointing this year, but they still have a great team. Yes. They made it all the way, almost won the World Series last year. At the Brewers, and the Brewers are one of the best teams in Major League Baseball. Then we play the Marlins home. We play the Mets home. We go at Washington for 4, at Mets for 3, and then we've got the Pirates for 4. So if you're playing the Pirates for 4, you're going to face Paul Skeens. So that basically is the end of June.
Well, I mean, you talking about Paul Skeens. Paul Skeens has been on the slide himself, of late. His last three outings or so. He's lost his last 3 outings. It's Pittsburgh's got a good ball club in the fact that they pitch the baseball. They got some good arms in that starting rotation that can shut you down. So you can't count those guys out for hurting you. So we got to play good baseball, good fundamentally sound baseball, and get runners in from third and do the little things sometimes too. And then occasional the big bombs happen, but I think we need to keep doing what we're doing, is pitching the baseball and striving to be a little better with the bats, which they have over the past week. They've started to come alive a little bit and score some more runs. And that's a recipe for winning. So, I mean, we just need to keep that trend going.
Yep. And by the way, the Phillies are 23-7 versus the Padres since those Padres fans made that awful rap video before we played Yeah, before we played them in the playoffs. And the only thing worse than that was, again, Joe Adell playing against Colorado, an Angel center fielder. He goes back to catch it, and it bonks on his head and then bounces over the wall for a home run.
He pulled a Jose Canseco, huh?
Yes. So you need a pretty thick head to do that.
Nice.
And Tommy, time's running out. The game's on the line. Who do you want taking the last shot? You want Wapner Newman, PA, and New Jersey's premier medical practice and injury attorney since 1978. Call 215-569-0900 or visit wapnernewman.com. And Tommy, that wraps up our BCWSA Baseball Insider Show presented by Wapner Newman. I apologize, everyone, for the technical difficulties. We'll get this straightened out. This was our first show, but we are gonna have a guest on, hopefully, going through the summer. We also might have a location down the road. So, but we'll get the kinks out for this. All good. So I'd like to thank my co-host today, Tommy Greene, our guest, Aaron Rowan, our producer, Chris Ermer, our sponsors, BCWSA Utility Services, Wapner Newman, and thank you for listening. We're going to be back next Sunday from 12:30 to 1:30 before the Phillies take on the Milwaukee Brewers. Until then, have a great week. And as the late, great Harry the K says,
we're out of here.